And what's up? Happy Sunday, everyone.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome in. Buen domingo. Hola.
Cinco de Mayo.
There you go. Put that on vibrate there. Nobody text me during that. Hey,
I
what's
don't
up?
remember my phone. Oh, it's right here.
I moved it in there for you.
Thank you.
What's up, everyone? It is another Sunday night with How We Cruise. If it's your first time here, I am Brian. This is Julie, and we do this crazy nonsense every Sunday night. If you are one of the new people that just booked our group cruise and found us because of that, thank you. Be excited to sail with us. And there's a bunch of people here that you're going to meet. So thanks for coming in. It's a Sunday night. Busy.
Well, it was a busy weekend. We had a lot. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Excuse me. We had a lot of games, sports, baseball, soccer. We had parties. We were celebrating, lots of family. And it was our my baby boy's 13th birthday.
And what we're going to do.
Yep, this one hit hard.
Well, hey, I got to say something right out the gate. So okay. Will says he can't stay. But we wanted to say thank you, Will, because Will dropped the $20 super chat. So for Brian's birthday, I guess we'll pass that right along to Brian. So
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Will. And you are welcome for the help this week. We are always happy to work with you, always happy to get you taken care of with everything.
That was very nice of you.
Looking forward to sailing with you again. And as long as you can stay, appreciate you. And if you got to go, you got to go. So we understand. Sunday nights are busy for everybody. So,
yes.
Thank you very, very much. Let's see. So, hey, tonight we're going to talk about kind of one of my favorite topics, and that is all the kinds of planning that you do after you book. And I know most of it falls on you.
Last week we started this whole conversation about how to book or how to plan. Oh, there it goes. Thank you. Thank you again, Wildy. That's super nice. How to book, plan, and execute the best cruise ever. So we started that last week, and we got so involved in chatting with you guys and talking with you guys that we didn't finish. So
we talked about a big topic last week, and we kind of got in like way over. And I do have to interrupt this because this is something we always do. And well, not always do, but for when it happens, I got to say, Carnival Cruise Addicts, thank you very much. $5. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Totally unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here all the time.
With stars.
So
it says it on the screen, but I have to read it down there. Okay.
So, all right. Thank you guys very much. Much appreciated.
Love you all.
It's going to be one of those nights. We appreciate that. That's very, very much. Yeah, it's been a busy week. It's been a fun week. We got a lot of new people booked on the group cruise. We started doing some planning. We reached out to the hotel for the group cruise. We're looking at transportation. We're looking at events. We're all crazy stuff. And it's kind of what we want to talk about tonight. So we might allude to a couple things that are happening, but we're going to speak mostly in general terms.
Yeah, mostly in general terms. The other thing too is I'm just gonna say it's so much easier to plan for a cruise when it's something that you're looking forward to and not one of multiples. Because when you have multiples, you're planning for multiples at the same time. Anyway, that's a different story. That's a topic for another night, I guess.
Well, what we will do, we want to say welcome.
Say hi.
Say a couple.
I see a lot of I'm sorry. I'm going to start saying hi in the chat.
Now, I want to see what happens here. Okay, so the fonts look good on your side. The fonts do not look good on my side.
Why is my screen black?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. But we got font issues tonight. We got all sorts of stuff. But Shayna and Mark are here. Welcome in. Kathy Curry is here. Hello. How are you? Good evening to Scott McNeil. How are you, sir? Good to see you. We got AJ in the house. Good to see you. Hope you and Melody are doing well. Hope we get to cruise with you guys again soon. What happened?
I was cleaning up my car the other day.
Yeah.
And I had to look for AJ and Melody's address. And I had a thank you note for them that was never sent.
So it's coming.
It was written out. It was everything. It was in an envelope, and it did fell between the seat and like the side of the car, like in between the crack. And I'm like, what is this? And I opened it up. I was like, oh, oops. So I am sorry, guys. I had a thank you card for you guys.
We'll double check that. We'll double check that.
I'll get that in the mail to you.
We'll get back to you.
Well. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Start off with a screw up. There we go. Amanda's here. Hello, how are you? Let's see. Alice is here. Looking forward to your next cruise. Mom is here. Mom was here this afternoon. Now Mom's up here. So good to see you again. Sean, hello. Good to see you, sir. Nice to talk. We got to get caught up with you very soon.
I know.
Kevin is here and says once he books a cruise, he's not allowed to talk about it anymore. But I'll listen to her and talk about it nonstop. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk a little bit in general. We'll talk about November because we got to talk to you, sir, about that. Let's see. Mike's here. Good to see you, Mike. Hello. Or should I call you by your pseudonym? I just gave you away. Mary Ellen is here. Hello, Mary Ellen. Coming off the Carnival Firenze. Hope that was a good trip. Is that? Are you still there? Is Frenzy over?
I don't think so. No, there's.
Are you still
on? You're still on, right?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Carnival Crude Addicts are here, like we said. Thank you again for the super chat. Much appreciated.
Guys, I'm saying hi.
Hello. Alan is here. Hello, Alan. Nice to see you.
And I don't mean to miss anybody, so.
Sugar is here. Hello, Sugar in the house. Nice to see you. Let's see. Mike said Kentucky Derby parties all weekend long. Interesting, fun stuff. We had a little connection to that horse through Julie's brother. Kind of cool, fun stuff. Yeah. Richard and Lori are here. Lori, we have to call you tomorrow. I will call you tomorrow. We have some information for you. So we got you. Let's see. Kev says the in-laws just bought a place in Cocoa Beach, so we have a place to stay pre-cruise.
I wonder where. We have friends. We have friends that have a place in Cocoa Beach too. So
we were talking about this.
Super close to the port.
We said, with the amount that we all cruise, to be able to own a place, especially with a parking spot.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
One day
we will expand to the Chris Cram is here. Good to see you, sir. Nice. You guys got a let's see. You got a cruise coming up soon too. Let's see. Sean says as long as it's not Comic Sans. I will try to change the font to Comic Sans if I can. Seeing the fact that it's changed to something that I couldn't control it, we're gonna say my technical abilities are severely
Oh, you're not in the chat.
No. I'm here.
I was going to say hello to you, and you were the last one that
AJ said, you guys will. It's in the plans. I just spoke to Sharon about next July's group cruise. Awesome. Good to see. Let's see. Oh, so Mary Ellen is still on Firenze. So we're going to live vicariously through. See, we should switch.
Say hello to everybody for us, Mary Ellen.
So we could all be vicariously through her. Instead of
say hi to everybody for us.
Yes. Tell everyone we said hello. Let's see. Shane says, how was the interview? Feel free to ignore if you don't want to share. Well, the good news is that I won't be getting a different job anytime soon because I really like where I work. And the even better news is I have good preparation for the next interview. So
listen,
that's silver lining, right? Okay. That's how we talk about that. Silver lining. Very good.
I think it was fine. I mean, I wasn't there.
Chris said, just got off Harmony and planning Symphony for September. Yes, very, very good. Let's see. So, all right. So, if you're planning, now's a good time to be in the chat because what we want to know is we are going to talk a lot about tonight, and we want your input, right? We want your input. We're going to talk about hotels. We're going to talk about excursions. We're going to talk about how you get to the port. We're going to talk about all the wonderful, wonderful things that you can buy that the cruise line is willing to sell you so you can increase the cost of your cruise. You buy your cruise, and that's what we talked about last week. Everybody, at least I don't think anybody here is on an unlimited budget, but everybody looks at what the price of their cruise is, right? You want to be, you want to get your value for it,
no matter what. Yeah, I mean, everybody, it's kind of like you spend responsibly no matter what you do. Mm-hmm. If you're going to cruise, like everybody wants the best value.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
No matter what.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty certain that our November cruise, November 3rd, on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, is pretty much the best value that you can get out.
It's a great value, and it is going to be epic.
Just to give you a little comparison, if you didn't know us and you tried to book a double occupancy balcony on Freedom of the Seas for November right now, you would be pretty close. You want to guess? Who wants to guess? Who wants to guess
what
a double occupancy balcony on Freedom of the Seas would be if you booked it today?
I didn't look it up today.
If you wanted to guess. Freedom of the Seas, 6 nights out of Fort Lauderdale, going to Grand Cayman.
Yeah.
Falmouth, Jamaica, and right now it's Haiti, but we're probably not going there. So.
I don't think we're going to make it there, guys. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer right now, but I do think that we might not be making it there. Either way, I'm okay with it. If the ship decides it's okay, cool. If it doesn't, we are going to have a fantastic day because there's all kinds of things.
Kathy may be cheating. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this out there. Kathy may be cheating. I don't know. Because her guess is pretty good. But yeah, Kathy's pretty close. You'd be paying between $5,000 and $6,000 for a balcony on Freedom of the Seas right now.
It's crazy. It just goes to show, guys, don't wait to book.
But because you know us, you can reach out to us for a balcony cabin on that, and you can get that same room for about $1,768.
True.
But
that's for a balcony.
But hold on, I got one more balcony at $1,768. Then it jumps up to $2,000. But still, less than half.
Phenomenal deal.
Is it more than half or less than half?
And we have ocean views and we have interiors.
Yes. Is that more than half or less than half?
The interiors.
Would that be less than half?
Less than half. Less than half.
But it's more than half.
No, it's less than half.
But it's more. But half would.
Guys, tell us.
It's a good
settle
deal.
it.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
But we also, we have interiors, and the interiors are like
$1,200.
Yeah, I wanted to say, I literally, guys, I'm not even kidding you. I'm going, it's $1,200. I'm second guessing in my head because I'm like, it can't be $1,200. It really is. I'm not kidding you.
Kevin. Yeah. Well, listen.
Yeah,
Kevin's going to be personal friends with the casino host on Freedom. So, but yeah, anyway, so all right. So first step, we got our cruise booked. We got it.
I like Shannon Reed's comment. Between 42 and 1 million.
Well, you are also correct, Ben. You are also correct.
I totally forget what I was going to say now. I was going to say something.
Well, let's go with this. All right, so we're going out of Fort Lauderdale, which Julie and I were just in Fort Lauderdale for the Clea's Cruise 360 conference.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of construction going on down there. Amazing things happening in Fort Lauderdale. But for right now, it looks like we're going to be going out of the south end of.
It's going to be beautiful when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it's going to be done by
November.
Not
the port. It's the convention center.
It's the whole thing.
The whole thing. I know. And then they're building apartments, and they're building a shopping mall and a hotel. They're building a tremendous amount of stuff down there. But the port, it's really just north of
Do you
port.
think they'll put an Annie Ann's in the mall?
Did you work at Annie Ann's, or were you just the mall rat to go to Annie Ann's?
Just the mall rat. I grew up in Jersey.
I remember what I was going to say before.
Is it appropriate now, or?
Yeah, well, it's fine.
Is it on topic?
So I usually put on our live as a replay so I can hear it back and hear the crazy stuff that we said.
Julie is part of Team Replay. We do it live, and then Julie watches Team
Replay
after the fact.
When you're in the moment, guys, sometimes you don't remember everything you said. I put it on, and Katie's like, Mommy, you talk over Daddy a lot.
She does.
So I apologize. And I'm
You're
trying.
doing better tonight.
Well, because it's in my head. I'm really trying not to.
You were on fire last week, though.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. That's just that. No, wait, sorry. Anyway, can we just move on? Hey, Tony Diaz, how are you?
On the bright side, I drank a lot of bourbon last week.
Well, maybe that's why I was talking over you.
I don't think that cause and effect worked that way. But anyway, so we're all going to Fort Lauderdale. So let's start with, how do you get to your port? Okay. We're in New Jersey, so we prefer to drive to our port, but that means we're stuck going out of Bayonne or New York.
But it doesn't matter where you're from.
No, that's my point. Is that cruise ships that go to warm places usually leave from warm places, and cruise ships that go to cold places usually leave from cold places. So if you're going to Canada or Alaska, you're going to have to leave from New York or Seattle, respectively, obviously. But if you're going to the Caribbean, like we are, leaving from Florida, Kev says Uber. Do you think we could take an Uber from New Jersey to Fort Lauderdale? How about that story? Did you
Why
hear
would
that
you want
story about the lady, or was it dude? I don't remember. But the guy took an Uber, or maybe it's a lady. I don't know. Took an Uber, and somehow or another they ended up going. I don't know if it was a miscommunication, but they took an Uber from like New York to like Nashville.
How was that a miscommunication? Once you're in the car for more than like 20 minutes, don't you go, I think you missed your turn. I didn't hear that story, but
do you tell your Uber driver if they miss a turn? Like if they go to a secure area at Port Everglades?
That was the scariest drive of my life. And I told Brian when she missed us like 3 times around, I was like, I think we should cancel this ride and get a different one. And he's like, no, it's fine. She's here. We need to go. And I'm like, I'm getting a bad vibe. Listen, follow your gut, guys.
She only got 3 stars for that.
It was the scariest ride of my life. Oh my God. So guys, but we also analyze, so I'm going to say a couple things about Uber, Lyft, and shuttles. So there's a lot of hotels that will have a shuttle for you. I mean, that's awesome. So if you can.
So we'll skip flights. We'll go right to hotel.
No, well, you started talking about Ubers getting to the port.
We'll
so whether you're going to port, whatever. So if you're going to Uber, one of the things you might want to do, if you're in a hotel, check and see if the hotel has a shuttle, because a lot of times, roughly $5-6 a person, sometimes $10 a person, which can be a great deal if you're 1 or 2 people or 3 people, right? We're a family of 5. It's almost always cheaper for us to use an Uber or a Lyft. So, or hire a car in advance. The other thing is that I wanted to say, I know Uber does it. I don't think you always book everything through your thing. But does Lyft have the advanced one too? Uber has book in advance. Book in advance with Uber. Okay, so book in advance with Uber and Lyft is a good idea because there is surge pricing. And if you book it in advance, you get a better price than if you wait until the last minute and do it during the surge pricing, because you might pay double or triple. And we also had this happen in Galveston.
That was fun.
Uber and Lyft are not allowed to come. If you have a private ride, they're allowed to come into the port area. I wonder if they've resolved that by now. I don't think so. No, I think that's a thing for the port. But I don't know. So if you know, let us know in the chat. But if you go out of Galveston, and I'm sure it's like this in other ports that we probably haven't been to or don't know because we're not driving ourselves, Uber and Lyft are not allowed in the port area. But if you literally walk across the street, you can hire the Uber or the Lyft to come to like the Starbucks.
That would have been nice to know when we were waiting like over an hour for our taxi.
Yeah,
because it's $250 to get from.
So yeah, the taxis are
international. Yeah,
the taxis are allowed in. The private shuttles are allowed in, or the hired rides, but not the Ubers or the Lyfts.
Guys, we weren't always good at this. Please learn from our mistakes. Because there's plenty of them, and we film them.
You learn every day, right? There's something new every day.
Chris says they're allowed at the Royal Terminal now. So.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, we haven't done that since the Royal Terminal.
I want to highlight. Well, first, let's say, hold on. We'll pause. Temporary pause. Dad about this. He says, "What's up, Brian and Julie? Brian, are you sipping an old fashioned?" No, this is a. I don't know what you call it, like a virgin old fashioned. I skipped the bitters and just went with the bourbon. Is that?
It's not a virgin anything. It's alcohol.
We're going with the 1792 small batch tonight. We are on the.
No plug there, but you can hold up the bottle.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Should be.
Yeah. Kent, where are you?
I have the mason jar of water. Water, people. Water is what I drink in New Jersey.
Water?
Yes, it's water. This is water.
What's over there?
Drink, sip it.
What's over there?
I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm drinking my full mason jar of water before.
Good. Let's see.
Before
Mary Ellen says Ubers and Lyfts can come into the port.
He's right.
Well,
I do have my slightly dirty gin martini over here. I'll have a sip, but I'm going to finish my water first.
Kevin says, I wonder if Uber Black are allowed. If they are, I'm riding with you. But we will say this. So Shana says, even included shuttles aren't always worth the cost of waiting for everyone and being crammed in tight. So I'm going to give you a
totally agree with you.
Perfect example of this. We left from the Residence Inn.
Yes.
In Port Canaveral.
And that's a perfect example. It was, I'm not talking over you. Thank you for stopping. That was $5 a person. It would have been $25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? Plus a tip. So it would have been $30 or so for the 5 of us to take the shuttle. How much was it for the Uber?
My laptop. Our shuttle from the Residence Inn in Port Canaveral to the terminal for all 5 of us in an Uber XL. Actually, it was a Lyft XL.
It was Lyft because we checked them both and we do the cheaper one.
$21.65. It's in my spreadsheet.
I can't believe you actually remember that exactly.
Well, because I was going through my Lyft receipts the other day when I was trying to find the contact to try one more time to see if I could find Katie's money.
One more time?
Yes, I'm never going to give up.
Bunny, I know. We're never going to give up.
I'm going to give it.
Going through my
you just got rickrolled. Let's see.
Run around.
Water? Kevin says water. Let's see.
It's water.
No, Tony says water. You're right,
water.
Tony.
It's water.
You're right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Let's see.
I was made fun of my entire life, especially in college, because I went to college in Pennsylvania, and we're from Jersey, and everybody's like, water girl.
Chris says one of our hotel shuttle left our bag at the wrong ship. Well, that's a problem. Let's see.
I'm super excited for Brightline. Has anybody in the chat tried Brightline yet? I really want to try it, but there is a part of me that worries that once I give my bags to the train, it gives it more opportunity once it's out of my hands to get lost. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. I'm not talking bad about it. I think I'm very excited about it.
We are 25 minutes in. Pro tip: mark it down now. We'll put it in the description. If you're an Apple user, AirTags.
Oh yeah,
or
tiles. You don't have to be an Apple user. You can do AirTags. You can do tiles. And I think there's a few other out there. Any other brands that you guys use for tracking your luggage?
But yes, we use the AirTags.
Oh, I almost bought one the other day when I was shopping for Brian. I know. I digress, guys. Hold on. When I was shopping for Brian's birthday, little Brian is 13, by the way. We are officially a teenager, and we had to celebrate his birthday all weekend. We had family here today for a birthday party. But when I was shopping for his birthday, when he got some Apple accessories, and I was shopping, they have a dog tag collar that holds an AirTag. I almost bought it, and I was like, I wanted to talk to you first. Do you want to get one for the dogs? I think that's actually, I mean, I know they're chipped.
Had those.
Well, I know, but I still think it's a good idea because every once in a while, Cruz will go down the road. All right, we'll talk about this.
Jason says our last.
We'll talk about this later.
Jason's from Facebook. Our last lift from the hotel close to the port only cost us $14 plus tip. Great pocket knife that I forgot to leave. So hey, that's a good topic to talk about. So
we're already
we are staying on topic tonight.
All right. Well, Kevin said he uses tiles.
Yep. Kevin says, let's see, and Sean says Google is coming out with their version of the AirTags this month. Cool.
I'm not surprised. I'm surprised they're not out yet.
Let's just touch on this very quickly from Jason, because it's kind of important if you're traveling to a foreign country to check your luggage before you leave. If you haven't heard, there were some Americans who traveled internationally, and they got through security on the way out. But on the way back, apparently the x-ray machines in foreign countries are better than the ones that our TSA use. And they discovered some ammunition in his luggage.
It was 2 bullets. It wasn't even a lie. I mean, it was, and I honestly, coming from a family of hunters and target shooters and whatever, I can totally see how this could happen. You grab your backpack and there's 2 bullets in the bottom. It wasn't, I am absolutely certain I can totally see how this happened. He had 2 bullets in the bottom of his bag. or somewhere in his bag. I don't know, in his side pocket or whatever. And he was detained. He's arrested.
Different bags for the range, different bags for work, different bags for travel.
Listen, how many times before we go on a trip do we say, which bag are we going to take? You're right. Yep. We do have our certain bags. I've actually heard that, some people, we leave our bags, some things packed in our bags, but there's a lot of things we don't just leave it packed all the time. Maybe clubs.
Kevin also gives a suggestion. If you're traveling with someone you'd like to see stuck in another country, feel free to load items into their bag that will get them detained by TSA.
Kevin, stop it. That's not funny. No.
Let's see here.
But
that about Disney
make
says,
sure you're being careful though about your documents, your birth certificates, your passports, your everything, because those are very important.
When they ask you in the airport, where's that repeating thing? Have your bags been with you the entire time? This is why they ask those things. Dad about Disney says, Julie, I think it would be the same chance as an airline when you talk about the Brightline losing your luggage, which is my long history of traveling as an adult, has never happened since 2002. Well, darn it, why'd you go say it out loud? Because now you just
stop it. No, but that's exactly my point.
Don't put that out in the universe.
Wow, he listens to what I say.
It's positive thinking.
He listens to what I say. I'm so proud right now. No, anyway, but that's exactly my point. I know it's a slim chance, but there's still a chance.
All right.
Oh, look at that. My mom has air tags on 3 of her cats and also her dog. I think it's a great idea. I want to put them on our dogs. They are chipped, but the thing is they have to, if they're lost, they got to get found and then scanned to get that chip. If they're an air tag, it could be picked up on somebody's device and we could find them more easily. So, just on the off chance, I think it's a good idea.
Chris says he keeps separate bags. Mary Ellen says I store in my bags, but always empty and repack each time.
Chris, I love Denise, and I don't blame her. I'm gonna start doing that too. And we miss you guys.
But I'm laughing at Chris as I'm picturing this happening. I'm just picturing you standing in front of your house.
He's saying, "All right, Chris, it's time."
Sugar says it would be a nightmare to be stuck in jail.
Oh my God! More than a nightmare. I mean, how absolutely terrifying! I would be terrified.
Julie.
Hi, Julie. Hello. Hey, thanks for coming in. You're not late. Come on, join the party.
Kevin says, and you know what? Maybe I should start reading comments before I click on them. But our last cruise, a dog hit on my bag. Not the first time, but the third time when I opened it. It was my new. Oh, okay. Thank God, it was my new sunglasses still in the box from Amazon. Secured. I giggled about it. And now we're giggling too. Fortunately, you were not spending nights in a Mexican food.
I had the pinky up at my water. You see that?
All right,
water pinky.
All right, so we promised these people we were going to talk about planning.
Yeah. So we started talking about Uber and Lyft. And
right. So what we've discovered is that as a family of 5, oftentimes, an Uber or a Lyft can save you money. And I will say this on our last,
but
our
a
last
shuttle's
trip,
convenient.
It is convenient. So most of the hotels near the cruise ports will offer a shuttle, sometimes at additional cost. Now, I will say this. The hotel we're using in November does offer a shuttle for an additional cost of $9 per person.
Well, we actually heard 9 and 10 both. So we're not sure if it's 9 or 10, but either way, 9 or 10 per person, which for us, whatever. But if there's enough of a
cat.
No, it's actually baby girl.
Oh.
Hey, Kay, you want to come say hi? Okay. I'll come say hi to you in 1 minute, okay? Katie just came down. But if we have enough people interested, we may be able to reserve that shuttle entirely for all of us.
So yes, the shuttle that goes from there to
Katie's up, so I'm gonna go check on her.
The shuttle that goes from the Embassy Suites is not like so when we were in Port Canaveral, the shuttle that goes from the Residence Inn to the cruise terminal is actually like a full-size bus, and it shows up at 11 o'clock, and that's when it goes. It goes at 11 o'clock every Saturday, Sunday, whatever day it be. That's a good plan. Whatever day it is, and that's what time that shuttle leaves. You pay your money the night before, they hold a spot on that shuttle for you, and if they got to make multiple trips, they'll make multiple trips. the Embassy Suites that we're staying at in November. It's more of like a smaller shuttle. So, you know, but what I will say is our last trip in a lift that we got a Lift XL with 5 adults with luggage would not have fit. I did on my app. I said we have 5 people and we have luggage.
Yep.
And that vehicle that showed up for us in where were we? Miami. Yeah, we were in Miami. That lift that showed up, if we were 5 adults, would we have fit in that lift?
Adults, no.
No.
But we did squeeze in there with the kids, no problem. And we were
with like holding bags on our laps.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know it's fine, but I'm for preparation purposes.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't run into people at the port and say, "Hey, we'll share an Uber, we'll share a Lyft," and expect that your Uber XL is going to show up, because your Uber XL might be a Suburban, or your Uber XL might be a RAV4. So,
and Katie's fine, by the way. Katie says hello. She did not want to come on camera, but she.
Dad About Disney has a very important question.
Okay, what do we got?
He says, "Do y'all ever do group cruises? Do group cruises, Julie?"
You know what? We might do 1 or 2 of them. Are you gonna put the ticker up? I hate the ticker.
No.
Thanks. I'm catching up, guys. I know I'm missing some of you. I don't want to miss you guys, but I'm saying hello to you in the chat.
So our next group cruise is going to be on the Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas, November 3rd of 2024. We're talking about it quite a bit tonight. We're going to be leaving from Fort Lauderdale, heading down to Grand Cayman, Falmouth, Jamaica, and Levity, Haiti. Probably not.
Maybe. It doesn't matter. Either way, we're either going to go there if it opens up, or we're going to go to another island, something like maybe Grand Turk or something like that.
So,
or we'll have a sea day. But no matter how you spin it, it's a group cruise. You're going to be with awesome people, and we're going to have a fantastic guest. So I'm okay with any of the scenarios. I've never been to Labadee, so I'd like to be there, but I don't want to be there if it's closed because it's not safe. So
yeah, cannibalism isn't fun. So
stop. Jesus. Oh my goodness.
But yes, so that is the first group cruise that we, or not the first. That's the next. We've had group cruises in the past.
Yeah.
We've done the Anthem Takes Jersey Week. We've done the How We Cruise with Friends. We've done How We Cruise with Friends 2.0.
The accidental group cruise.
We've done the accidental group cruise was a great one. Let's see. Shayna says How We Cruise does great sea days. Yeah, it's kind of our jam. It's kind of our thing. We have fun.
Fair, I don't know if it's fun for everybody, but we have fun on a sea day.
To be fair, the bartenders do most of the work on those days. Just to be fair, we do very little.
We like to be outside and out and about.
I like the ocean. I like the pool. I like the sunshine. I'm on vacation.
We also on Anthem though too. We had a lot of fun. Now you're talking to me. Oh no, we did the a bunch of the other things too. What do you call it?
This thing? This thing?
The cornhole tournament.
I knew what you were talking about. I was just having fun with you. Well, but listen.
Tournament, rock climbing, slot poles. What else do we do?
I got about.
We always do shows.
Between interiors, ocean views, and balconies, we got probably about 10 to 12 rooms left at the group rate for November. After that, you're on your own prevailing rate. We can still pull you into the group. We can still get you some onboard credit. But if you want November, call us ASAP, especially if you want a balcony. Let's see. But that's not our last group cruise that we have planned. We also have this one here, the Friends and Family group cruise that we're partnering up with a little channel called Sharon at Sea. Jamie and Sharon have become good friends of ours over the years, and we decided that it would be fun to do something together. So we're doing July 12th of 2025 out of Miami. We're going to hit up Nassau. We're going to hit up Half Moon Cay, and we're going to hit up Grand Turk. It's a shorter sailing, but it's a summer sailing. So nobody can make any excuses
5 nights
about, the kids are in school or we have to
July
do this.
12th,
No.
we made sure nobody was in school.
It's summer vacation.
Awesome ports,
so
5 nights, Carnival sunrise.
very low deposits on Carnival right now. The current sale on Carnival is very low deposits.
Yeah.
So that's
and some amazing people going to be on that on both ends.
Mhm.
Give us a call, shoot us an email, give Sharon a call, shoot Sharon an email. We just want you there, and it's gonna be epic.
So that's going to be a fun one. And for those of you who say, "Oh, I don't want to go to Nassau," we can promise you Nassau is going to be a fun day.
I think we're over that. I hope most people are over that, because Nassau has become a much, now that they've redone the port, it's a very cool port. So I think people are over the whole Nassau thing.
Are we over Nassau? Do we like Nassau?
I
now?
hope so.
Let us
I
know.
don't
Give
know.
us a thumbs up in the chat if you like Nassau now. And if you haven't been back to Nassau, you're gonna like Nassau.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Talking about
Thank
sea
you,
days.
Richard. He said that he was born in PA, and he says water too.
Oh.
Yep.
Let's see. Chris is talking about our sea days, and he says the hot tubs are never the same.
I'm listening to you and I'm reading at the same time.
Well, I'm trying to scroll through, because when I go to the tickers, I have to turn off the chat for a second. Kevin says I cannot be held responsible if it's a sea day. Kev, it's gonna be fun. Listen,
seriously,
no casino on sea days, because we're gonna have some fun up on the pool deck.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I hope if we don't get to Labadee that we get another port, because I mean ports are fun, but if we don't, it's gonna be an epic extra day at sea.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
No, not that one. That's the other one. That's the other one.
We're gonna
it's gonna be an epic extra day at sea.
Because in case anybody doesn't know how to get a hold of us, Kevin says no Speedo. Well, damn. I think I might cancel then. Let's see.
Hey, Kev, let's talk. I think Brian needs a Speedo. Now you're mad at me. Keep going. Oh, he just deleted. You guys see that? He canceled me. He totally canceled me. In today's society, man. All right.
Let's see. Dad about Disney says definitely see if we can make it work. Hope Labadee works out. I've been there 7 times. Absolutely love it. Plus drink bags carry over to Labadee as they do on Coke. Perfect. So let's
I finished my water, so now I have
let's
to
use that to roll into our next topic.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're planning your cruise. Now you've got yourself booked. Now, whether you're going on Carnival, whether you're going on Royal Caribbean, whether you're going on Norwegian or MSC, they all have the opportunity
that flight came back
to purchase onboard things. And one of the biggest things that people talk about, and I got the question asked at least 3 times today, drink packages.
Yep.
So let us know in the chat. I want to know, are you a drink package person? Are you purchasing a drink package on your cruise? And what drink package? So let's break it down a little bit here. If you're on Carnival, all right, we'll start with Carnival. Carnival, you've got your bubbles and you got your cheers. Now, I know they just raised the price of cheers, but I think it's still worth it. Cheers package. I know you're typing. I'm going, oh, what's she doing now? I don't know what she's doing. Mary Ellen says no drink package. Julie says no drink package. Richard says, well, yeah. Sean wants to know, am I a drink package person? Well, let's see, Sean. So let's break it down a little bit. The average cost of a drink on most of these cruise lines. Julie, would you mind just holding up your drink there?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think that would cost on a cruise ship?
What do I think it would cost on a cruise ship?
Without a drink package.
Without a drink package, it's usually about $16.50 plus the gratuity, so it usually comes out to about $18.75. Not that I know.
And this is why Brian takes care of the finances on the cruise. That drink's about $13.
Not with the gratuity. The gratuity's added on top of it. It's $16. No, he's wrong. You're wrong. It's a $16 drink because I get top shelf. Yeah, no, it's a $16 drink.
So your drink package will cover drinks up to $13, and we don't get charged for it. So therefore, the drink costs $13.
Different packages, different lines cover up to different costs.
I'm aware.
So it depends on what line you're
But
talking about.
as a general,
Okay, I'm sorry.
as a general,
Yep.
we're talking $12 to $14
plus gratuity. Now, if you buy
Sean
this,
says she seems confident in her math.
if
We call it Julie math.
it is kind of an ongoing joke in the family,
and it's why Julie doesn't help Katie with her homework.
guys, can I catch a break? Can somebody just give me a shout out here?
Let's get
somebody support me.
Julie needs a $16 super chat for her $18 martini.
No, but if you buy the drink package, they include the so when they say the drink package is, well, it depends on the line again, but your gratuity is going to be added in on top of the drink package.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be, not depending on the wine, slightly more expensive than what you're seeing because they're going to add on taxes and they're going to add on the gratuities.
We're going to talk in general.
And we throw our bartenders and servers some extra cash as tips. But just know that if you do get the drink package, it is included. If you don't get the drink package, when you purchase your drink, they will automatically put it on. If you look at your receipt and you sign that ticket, you'll see that it's on there. So
Richard gave you your shout out.
Thank you.
But he also said it was $14. So. Anyway,
it's okay. I have no problem being wrong.
Let's just assume, for easy math, we'll do like $14, $15 a drink for your. So
we don't.
This is about the same.
I think when we cruise together, we usually have the drink package because of ease on what I typed in the chat. It's just ease, right? Like I like not having to worry. You like not having to worry. It's more than just alcohol, guys. It's your specialty coffees, your smoothies, a lot of times milkshakes. There's all kinds.
No, I've gotten used to Julie's math over the years, Julie, so it's fine. So Sean asked, "What does it cover?" You mentioned bubbles and cheers. So let's kind of just talk about it real quick. So Carnival, you got your bubbles package, which is like your soda package, and cheers, which is your unlimited, covers all of your alcoholic drinks, things like that. Now Carnival, you are limited.
I have a question because I heard on Carnival, because we've been on Carnival before. No, I'm not kidding you, because a very popular cruise channel the other day was talking about once you hit 15 drinks on Carnival, because we all know the 15 drink, right? And it's not just Carnival, it's Carnival, Princess, Cunard, anybody in that line, right? Once you hit your 15 drinks, you're done. But then this very popular channel said that you can pay for more, which I didn't know to be true. I thought that you're cut off at 15. You can't buy more.
Buckets of beer don't count.
Yes.
Shots don't count.
But not true. If you hit your 15, they won't let you purchase those things. If you do it before you hit 15, you can.
And they won't count them towards your 15.
Right. But it has to be, there's these those are like the loopholes if you need to go past 15. And then we all know it's like, oh my goodness, like who's trying to
Mary Ellen says 15? Once you hit 15, you can't buy anymore.
Thank you, Mary Ellen. That's what I always knew.
You just said the opposite.
No, you did. I said, once you hit 15, you can't buy anymore. You said, well, if you buy buckets of beer and whatever. But no, once you hit your 15, you're cut off from buying anything.
You're correct.
Not a soda or pop. Not a.
I saw a map that said
Coke.
that the soda versus pop line is changing.
Oh yeah.
But let's talk about it. So that's cheers versus bubbles. Now on Royal Caribbean, you've got three options. You've got the deluxe beverage package, which includes all of your Utopiaing.
Yeah, I've had this on the whole time. I'm sporting the Utopia bracelet tonight. I like it.
Yes, everybody's saying. Yes, it's 15 alcoholic drinks. Your non-alcoholic drinks are not counted. Yes. Everybody. Yes.
Coffee, specialty coffees, milkshakes, smoothies, sodas.
You've got three options.
You've
got the soda package, which costs about $10 a day per person.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the refreshment package, which generally floats around $30 a day per person, and then you've got the deluxe beverage package, which includes all of your alcoholic drinks. That is a lot of money. But Royal Caribbean does things differently than Carnival does, where Royal Caribbean jacks the price way up and then always has it on sale, and the sale is always different. So look for a price you're comfortable with. Purchase it in advance.
And like they have different prices for different people at different time. So, for example,
they try to make it as confusing as possible.
I know. Like let's just say that you're sailing next week on, Liberty of the Seas, on a 6-night cruise. I don't know. I just made that up out of my head. And it's X amount of dollars, right? It could be $79.99 a person a day, but you're sailing next July could be on the exact same ship, exact same itinerary, exact same nights, could be $99.99 a person a day. So it's not the same for every ship, for every sailing all the time. There's sales that go on that they'll apply to whatever, but they're still going to have different fees. That said, Carnival's a flat fee.
Yeah. Well, Sean says, I'm a solo traveler, so is it per person?
It's per person, yes. Absolutely per person. So if you're sailing solo, they're going and you're in a cabin, they're going to charge you, they won't charge you port fees and taxes for the person, but you're going to pay double occupancy if you're in a double occupancy room.
Well, hold on. Stay on.
Things like the drink package. See, guys, he doesn't trust me. Things like the drink package are only per person. So you're not going to pay for two people.
You realize we're going to end up going to a part 3, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because
Fax and Trey are here. Welcome in.
I know. Hi, guys. I saw your name. And I was reading your comments.
So Carnival cuts you off at 15, as does Princess Holland Cunard. Royal does not cut you off. You can drink as much of that watered down stuff as you like.
Do you know why?
NCL Sugar says, what I like, NCL I can keep drinking without worrying if I hit the 15. You are 100% correct. Norwegian's drink package. Now, Norwegian has the same thing. It covers all drinks up to a certain price point, which for purposes here, we're going to say $14-15. Yeah. For now.
Yes. It's between $13
but
and $15.
But if you go over that, if a drink goes, so if you order, the Whistle Pig Rye, or if you order the $17.92 bourbon.
Some lines only charge you the excess.
Correct.
So like the extra $3, but some lines don't. So it depends on the line you're on, and that you'll have to talk to the line that you're on. You're probably before you go, whatever you do.
Now MSC has their Easy Plus package, which is what's included in their drinks and Wi-Fi package. So if you book an MSC cruise under their drinks and Wi-Fi rate, that's the plus package, and that includes all your drinks with well liquors. If you want the specialty things, then you got to start paying a little bit more. They have a premium package that you can also purchase, or you can pay the difference per drink. So now, Sean, let's go back to Sean's question, because Sean wanted to know, is the drink package worth it? Which we could do an entire live show on it, and we will say this. So your beers, anywhere from $7 to $9 per beer. Your wines, we'll say $8 to $11 per glass of wine, and your specialty cocktails, your margaritas, your martinis, your mixed drinks, we're talking that $12, $13, $14, $15, $18. So divide your price per day versus what you're drinking.
Yeah.
And pretty much.
But another reason that I like the drink package, usually over not having it, is you don't have to, and nobody wants to be wasteful. So don't jump on me in the comments about being wasteful or anything. But if you don't like it, you don't feel bad. You don't feel like, oh, I just wasted that. I can't drink this, because that has happened. I had a bartender come up to me. He's like, what do you want? I was like, I'm not really sure. He's like, I'm going to make you something. And he made me a drink, and I absolutely hated it. Now, if that was one of, you whatever, and like, not that one is going to make a difference, but, if you don't like it, if you don't want it, or if you just, one of my first drinks that we get on a cruise is a Prosecco. You don't finish it, it goes flat. You put it down, like there's different reasons why you might, whatever. So when you have 15, you really are more mindful of And again, you know what? Maybe as I'm saying it out loud, I know it comes down to waste, and you don't want to be wasteful. But at the same time, if you don't like it, you don't like it. At least you can try new things.
Well, it looks like there's a lot of chatter in here about a Dr. L on NCL. And I will say this, on any cruise line that I've ever been on, I have always found the staff to be amazing. And I have never found the individual staff members to be nickel and diming us.
No.
The cruise lines, maybe they're on the little nickel and dime
on the higher level, but I don't think it has anything to do with any of the
but
servers or bartenders.
I can't think of a time pretty much ever that I didn't get the drink that I was looking for included in my package.
Yeah, no.
That said, we prepay our gratuities, and we are always, tipping for good service. So I would say, if you're drinking more than 6 to 7 beers a day, if you're drinking more than, 6 glasses of wine a day.
I'm listening to you reading comments at the same time. I don't know.
Or,
sorry, guys.
Or if you're drinking more than 5 of these mixed drinks a day, that's pretty much your barriers to where you should buy that drink package. And I'll say this. I saw it a couple places in the chat, and you mentioned it too. You sit down at breakfast, you have a mimosa, maybe 2.
Or a specialty coffee.
Or a Bloody Mary.
Or a latte from the Cafe Promenade. Like, I gravitated towards Carnival, but I didn't mean to. Or you went to the gym and you went to the Vitality Spa and you got a smoothie. Like those. Well, I guess we're only talking alcohol for whatever, but like all the stuff adds up, guys. Like it adds up. So your specialty coffees, your smoothies, your milkshakes.
You have that in the morning, then maybe you go to the pool in the afternoon, you have a beer or 7.
Or
sit down at dinner, you have a glass of wine.
You order a pina colada, you have half of it, you put it down next to your chair, and you go jump in the pool, and you come back, and it's blazing hot, and now it's melted to nothing. And it's gross because it's really warm.
Sean says, if I get the package, I'm hitting the 15 a day. Well, lucky for you, there's no limit on Royal Caribbean.
There's no limit on Royal, and you're on Royal.
And you're hanging with us. So, Mary Ellen says, you do the math for yourself and decide if the drink package makes sense.
JJ Cruz just did a video that I watched the other day about, and they actually they put out a question about the 15 limit versus getting the drink package versus, or both getting the drink package, with Carnival versus Royal. And they're specifically said Carnival versus Royal. And they said the cutoff at 15 versus the, what? I'm not reading as I'm talking. I can't read and talk at the same time. Versus the unlimited with Royal. And there was a woman who was on, I think it was the Grandeur of the Seas, who was on a cruise ship, and she was very, very, very intoxicated. And it took quite a bit of time for them to get her out of the pool. And she was, it took security. And they said, at what point, is Carnival more... So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Carnival more responsible for cutting people off at 15, or is it okay? Should people be responsible for themselves?
Couple comments here. So Kevin suggested if you went to, or maybe you just go to breakfast on Freedom of the Seas and have 3 Bloody Marys and an Irish coffee. Now, nobody here has ever been known to do that. Let's see. There was another comment here.
I always try. My thing is when I get on the ship. Oh, who's texting me? Oh boy, goodness. When I get on the ship, I want a Prosecco. When I get off the ship, the morning of, I try to get one last mimosa before we get off the ship because I feel like I'm getting off the ship.
Richard, we'll be boarding early on November 3rd. Don't you worry about it. Everybody's going to stay up till midnight. We're going to check in. And I don't care what time they tell us we're allowed on. We're getting on before that. That's fine. We're getting on. What are you doing now?
Oh my goodness. I'm now. I turn my phone on and now I'm blowing up.
We're working. Let's see. Richard says we tried. Oh, hold on. Where'd that go? Wait, where'd it go? Hold on, stop.
I'm looking. Julie's sending me pictures.
Oh, very nice.
Matthew.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Richard says we tried not getting the drink package on Royal on a cruise lately. We found that they made a mistake. That we made a mistake with. So now I will say this: if you choose not to purchase the drink package on day one, you can purchase it later in your cruise, and they will prorate it for you. But Sugar had a comment up here that I want to click on because. I want to make so you're 58 minutes in and we're going to give another pro tip. Sugar says usually on vacation you drink more, and my doctor pointed that out to me because pro tip: do not schedule any kind of blood work or anything like that within the first couple days after you get back from your cruise.
True story.
Because just saying, a lot of your levels are probably going to be a little higher than they would be when you're at home. So
yeah,
and also so don't schedule your blood work before you go, not when you get home. Pro tip from experience.
I'm choking here.
Let's see, hold on. Matt says I get 3 drinks in and I'm all coyote ugly on the bar. So Matt, in case you didn't see it, just going to throw this out here right there. You need to join us November 3rd because I'm just picturing that. And between you and Kevin and some of the other folks we have going, I just see all sorts of bad things happening, and I want to be there for it. And I think it's going to be great.
Is Tony Diaz still in here? Where's Tony?
I don't know. Tony probably ran away a while ago. Tony ran over to Royal Caribbean Blog to get less craziness going on in his life. Kathy.
Oh my God.
Kathy says personal experience. Yes, Kathy.
I was looking for the dog. It's you.
Let's see. My mom says I did that. The doctor laughed. Yeah, I think we might go to the same doctor. So, but let's see. But anyway, let's see. We went and said no drink package. Nice was 3 deep before setting sail. We bought before leaving port. I know people that have done that too. Is Mom still here? But anyway, all right. So now we've talked about lifts and Ubers. We've talked about drink packages, and we have done nothing about excursions.
I know.
About Wi-Fi.
I know.
We have
a couple. We have a couple minutes.
Who's coming back next week for part 3?
We have a couple minutes.
And probably part 4 the following week.
And I know you already said this, but I'm just gonna reiterate it. Like, if the drink package, whether it's soda, refreshment, bubbles, deluxe, whatever it is, if that's something that is important to you, do it before you get on the ship. So that's something to do for planning. Now let's talk about how do you plan your excursions? How do you know what you want to do? And different ships do it different way.
Shannon says we'll be there for part 3. We haven't even touched the budget and spreadsheets. Oh, Shannon,
oh my goodness!
You saw the other windows that were on this computer right now.
It would bore you to death. But I bet there's a lot of people out there who would like to see your spreadsheets. But I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, 3 people would log in. Hey, we're going to talk about spreadsheets tonight.
Does anybody want to see Brian's spreadsheets? And actually,
I'm not kidding. Hold on. You don't remember we did a video?
Do I remember? I ordered you the green visor so you can do it when you recorded it.
So you guys want to have a real fun time? Like people talk about, what did we do during COVID? Oh, we sat back and we watched all these shows. We binge watched all. You want to have a blast some night? Go back.
You would have a blast? Watch Brian in a spreadsheet. Yeah.
Go back and watch some of our early stuff. And if you still come back to one of our live streams or still want to be friends with us.
Yes, Kev. That's happening if we're on the island. If we're not on the island, I'm not going to tell you what's happening.
Yeah, Kev says I recommend zip lines on Labadee. That'll be cool.
It's supposed to have the most amazing zip line. So
Shana says so. We have one admission that they've seen the Green Visor video. It was terrible. That was when Julie and I were like, should we do YouTube? Like, what if you can find the TikTok about passports? That would be That was our very, very, very first TikTok. You have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Not terrible.
Now that we have a lot worse ones out there. I'll just say that. It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
All right, so let's leave them with one last thing. All right, one last thing. if you booked a cruise anytime before, like, I don't know, November 3rd, 2024, check your passport and make sure that your date of your passport expiration is 6 months beyond.
Yeah, if it expires in next week,
that you come back from your cruise. So we get back November 9th of 2024.
I just got a kick count.
Yeah, well, because I'm getting kind of tired of you talking over me. And it was much nicer than if you're getting back November 9th of 2024. You want to make sure that your passport expires at least 6 months beyond November 9th, 2024. Can you play that game? Can you board a ship with a passport that's less than 6 months? I wouldn't recommend it. Have people told me, oh, well, I got on. Yeah, I've heard that.
Can I piggyback too?
Do you want to try it?
I want to say this. I want to add it in here, and I'll post it other places because I've seen it posted and asked in excuse me, group chats numerous times lately.
Thank you, Richard.
About if you have kids traveling with different last names, do I need extra documentation, whether it's through divorce or whatever, or
traveling different grandkids?
Yeah. Oh, grandkids is a big one. Yes, absolutely. Do I need this extra documentation? Listen, guys, don't risk it. Definitely bring it, and bring it notarized. Do it. You don't always get asked for it. And if you don't, God bless you. Awesome. Mm-hmm. But I have witnessed firsthand more than once families sitting on the side in the naughty zone.
Don't point at me. That wasn't us.
No, I meant over to the side. And I didn't mean to say naughty zone because they didn't know it wasn't purposefully done. It was whatever. But if you don't have the proper documentation, they will not let you on the ship, and it's not worth risking your vacation. It's not worth risking your trip for. Insurance or no insurance, nobody wants to. You're so excited for your cruise, nobody wants to not get that. So have it every time. Off my soapbox.
Says better to have and not need than need and not have.
Absolutely.
100%. And now, because Richard said that would be May 9th of 2025, that means since our kids' passports expire on March 3rd.
We were supposed to do that today, but we were celebrating Bryce.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
He's
March
13.
3rd, so
did I tell you guys?
We
He's
have
13.
to send our kids' passports in. Now, granted, can they board this ship with a birth certificate? They can. So we know we're fine, because it's only going to the Caribbean and leaving on a closed loop cruise out of Florida. So we know that our kids can board with just a passport or with just a birth certificate. However, we are going to get their passport.
I know I've teased the last, I think 2 weeks in a row now. Something on our...
That you're going to post a video?
No. I know, guys. I know. It's coming. I promise. I promise.
We're really looking forward to the pool hopping, the pool crawl.
I am too.
I am super excited.
Can't wait to see how that comes out. No, listen.
Who knows what I said during that one?
Now you're getting me sidetracked.
Because every pool had a bar. Who knows what happened?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
No, I know that I've teased that we were going to do something in our lives that we haven't done yet, and I keep saying we're going to post it in our group cruise because we haven't set it up yet. I know life is getting away with it, but it is coming. It is coming, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss it because when we do it, it's going to be epic. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be so fun.
Might be next week.
It might be next
2027. You never know.
Something like that. But the other thing is that because I already posted it on my personal page, and some of you have already seen it and commented, and thank you. Maybe on our group page, I can post my little thing about Bri. His 13th birthday, I posted a little video of him. So I'll share that on share that on our community
so Julie
page.
Was working on a video. It just wasn't the next video.
It wasn't that video. It wasn't our next whatever video. I had to do the little slideshow for his birthday.
Dad about Disney says, what state y'all live in? Sorry, I hope I'm not imposing.
No, we're in Jersey.
Yes.
Dirty Jersey.
I was going to tease him for a minute and be like, we're in the witness protection program. We can't disclose that. In fact, we're in New Jersey.
So maybe we're lying.
Yeah, well, that just depends on how much.
Or
you trust
you can
us.
hear our accent. You can say no.
Will G's back.
Hey, what's up, Will G?
He probably found it. Did you find a better live, Will? Is that what it was?
No. Listen, don't pick on Will. I love him. He posts the best pictures.
Sean said I could share the first birthday
y'all
party.
did.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Richard and Lori do too.
And
Julie and Shayna and I'm gonna stop because now you guys are gonna start getting upset. Like, oh, I post good pictures too. You all post really good pictures. I love every single one of them, and I really do watch every.
And you know what? Here's what we.
And I get upset when I like them from the Howie Cruise account versus.
Hold on. Crap.
What did you do?
That's what I was trying to do. Yeah. If you haven't shared your pictures yet, head on over to our Facebook group.
I get upset when I like them from one account, and not the other account. And then I go back and I'm like, I thought I liked this already. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I liked it from the wrong account.
If you haven't joined our community group yet, which I think most of you are, but if you haven't yet, head on over to the Facebook, join our community group. That's where we want to see what you guys are up to. We want you to post your questions there. We want to see how, we only get to cruise as often as we can, which is definitely not enough. So when we're not cruising, we want to live vicariously through you. So please post your pictures there. We want to see what
and you know what though, it's very helpful too, because we see your pictures and we see things that we want to do that we haven't done yet. I think that we've gotten comments from the community, from our viewers or whatever, that have said the same thing. They're like, oh my goodness, I saw that picture. It looked amazing. I can't wait to go there.
Yeah.
So it's more than just like, and like we like seeing them because we like seeing what you're doing, what it's like, where you are.
And you know what? Sometimes we see pictures from a place we haven't been to and it inspires our next group cruise or our next trip.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So Shayna asks,
or a different venue we haven't been to, you know, like.
Hold on. Shayna says, can we share ridiculously old pictures? I'm loudly posting actual. Shayna, yeah, absolutely. Like, we want to see where you guys have been. We want to see what the places you guys love. We want to know.
Shayna, do you know how much old content I have that hasn't been posted yet? That's going to be posted. I promise. It is all coming. I actually have.
People are going to be so confused. You're going to be posting pictures. We're like wearing masks on cruise ships. They're going to be like,
no kidding. Or the kids are like 3 years younger than they were. And not kidding you, I literally have on 2 different computers 3 different videos working at the same time. I promise they're coming.
Julie may have videos that are so old that I actually have hair.
This is true.
I mean, probably not. And now everybody's going to watch the community group for tomorrow. Because Shayna's got permission from Chris to post pictures of the belly flop contest. So
such good times.
Yeah, and Richard, yes, we're definitely calling you tomorrow. We got let's see. Yes. That about then he said he don't hear no Jersey accents and has several friends from there.
Really?
I don't listen. I don't think you got no friends from Jersey if you don't hear no Jersey accent up in there. So
he comes home sometimes and I'm like, would you knock it off? I'm not kidding you. You'll come home and I'm like, can you please tone it down a little bit?
My job takes me all over the state, and oftentimes I'll end up working in, like, we'll say the eastern part of the state out near New York, and I'll come home from work. And I'll be talking like I've been out.
All of a sudden, you come home and you're like, "Oh, yo," and I'm like,
"We was over working in this area, and working on this thing, and doing that, and working with the guys and doing the thing." And then I'll end up working down south, and then we're talking about how we had to get home, and how we had to call on the phone, and had some scrapple. I'm a bit of a chameleon that way. All right. Anyway, we've been going for well over an hour, so we have to make a decision right now. Are we going to go for another hour and get into all these other topics, or are we going to go for part 3?
What do you guys think? Part 3?
I say part 3.
What should we talk about? Excursions next time? What do you guys think? Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to give them like 1 more minute.
Homework?
I like to cut it off by now.
You can give them homework.
Sure, homework. Okay. But they can also drop in the chat right now. Next week, are we talking excursions? Are we talking cabins? Are we talking?
No, we already did. We booked the cruise. Now we're planning.
Well, yeah, I know. Okay. So we booked.
We got through Ubers and drink packages tonight. That was pretty pathetic.
we do have a lot of fun with you. Thank you for making our Sunday night. We have so much fun. We really
so if you want to pick up a Jersey accent, join us on the November 3rd cruise.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna have to hire Kevin to be the marketing department.
No, but so what are we talking about next week? Hold on, real quick, before we log off, before I say the magic 4 words. No, 5 words. Sorry, 5. Where's the magic 5 words? What are we talking about next week? Are we talking about excursions? Are we talking about planning something on the ship? What are you going to do on the... Okay, what do you guys want? On the ship?
Squirrel!
Or excursions? Because then we'll and then
I got a couple votes for excursions because you know what, we kind of lost very briefly over hotel, so we'll touch on hotel. We'll talk about excursions, and maybe if you all behave, maybe just maybe we'll have.
We're gonna go for 4 because there's so much I want to talk about next week.
We're gonna please
stop.
We're gonna maybe just maybe we'll have an excursion to announce for our groupers. Maybe only if you behave. Or we'll turn this live stream around and we'll go home right now.
Okay, Dad.
Matt says not excursions. See you in 2 weeks, Matt. I don't know.
No!
You might no. It's a democracy. They all said excursions. I'm sorry, Matt.
No, but listen, we're going to talk about a lot of other stuff, though, too. I want to talk about things to do on the ship. So we can talk about things, excursions.
Off the ship and on the ship.
Because we're talking about planning. So what do you want to plan for? So we're going to talk about planning for excursions.
All right, nobody wants to behave.
We're going to talk about...
Right, you don't have to behave. I was just kind of, I don't know.
We'll talk about planning for what you want to do on the ship.
Nobody behave.
And we're going to save for very last. Because if we have time, I would like to talk about...
If we have time.
I know, because I don't think that we're...
Episode 7 of Planning Your Cruise.
Episode 79. Listen, I want to talk about
I want 100 people.
Debarkation.
I don't want to talk
about
that.
Nobody wants to talk about Nobody wants to talk about debarkation. But that's a really important topic. We are going to have a live exclusively dedicated to debarkation. So that won't be next week. It will not be next week. Don't worry.
Hold on.
But we are going to have that.
Hold on. Where'd it go? Julie, you have no idea. Julie, we literally talk about, we're like, what are we going to talk about this week? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this. Because we do like to have a topic. So that way, for anybody who can't make it into the live stream, there's at least some semblance of something to listen to if you watch it on the replay.
I was just gonna say it's twofold, right? We really like your interaction. We want to hear what you guys have to say. We want your input. We want your questions. We want to engage with you guys. There's the whole point of doing a live is to be able to engage with you guys, and we appreciate you so much. So thank you so much for logging in. If you can't make it, or if you're here on the replay, awesome, totally cool. And we want it to be engaging enough for the replay to not be like, hey, I'm not there live, so whatever. We want you to be able to get information and watch it coming back. So that's the thing that we kind of twist with every week.
But yeah, the lives are about you guys. The vlogs, that's just our nonsense and us trying to give you a couple tips about how you plan your cruise. But these live streams are about the interaction.
I watch when I'm not like that's. I love watching our old vlogs back. I love our vlogs. I mean, I know it's not for everybody. I don't care who likes them, who doesn't. Like, our vlogs are our vlogs, and I love them.
He caught us just before the end, but he says he's looking forward to the replay. So we appreciate you. We covered 2 topics.
We were all over the place
tonight. If you do a lot of fast forwarding, we won't be upset.
We tried to stay on track. I don't know.
Squirrel. That's 3 squirrels tonight. Anyway, all right. So
I had my Utopia band.
Shana says
because guys.
Oh, go ahead. No,
I was going to say we are going to be on the preview sailing of Utopia, which is super awesome. We're super excited and very, very grateful for that invitation. 71 days, very nice point, by the way. Very good. I like the way you line. I like the way you line that up. Yeah, there you go.
Get better.
We're going to be on the preview sailing to Utopia, so grateful for that. Very excited, and then we're going to stay on for the first official revenue sailing.
Do you think they'll let us stay on for the naming ceremony because it's my birthday?
Maybe you just say pretty please. What does Katie do? Katie does this. I don't know.
We're getting on that.
Anyway, that is coming up. That is going to be our next sailing because I don't think we have anything before that.
All right, come back next week. We're going to talk about excursions and what to do on the ship.
Sea on the Seas.